All right, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son in their proper names. Call Halayim, La, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amoth. This is Mazan Ban Yashayala coming out of the GMS Lions Den camp. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to the Akim out there around the four corners of the earth preaching this truth in sincerity, and a few Atwa films, and also the children that believing in the name of Yahweh Yahushua also, man. Today I wanted to do a quick lesson on, basically, the mouth of the righteous feed many. But basically the companion of fools gonna be destroyed, man. So with that being said, man, let me go right into this lesson. This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 1. A wise son heareth his father's instructions, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. Con. And who's a wise son? The one that fears Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai first, man, reverence him. And let him control, direct his footpaths, man. That's a wise son that does everything that the father commanded him to do, And that's also getting out here on these highways and byways and teaching this word, man. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai chose through the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe, man. So therefore, if you on the comment board scoffing, talking about this is the way it's supposed to be and this is how you break down the scriptures, and you not out there hitting up the highways and byways and setting up shop and teaching your doctrine, man, you're going off, man, and you basically a scorner, and you're not gonna hear a rebuke, man. We already know this, but some of y'all gonna be scorners and scoffers, man, and still gonna come into the truth, man. Because you got to remember with Paul, man. Paul persecuted the Jews, man. But look at him. He was still chosen by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to come into the truth, man. And 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be the same way. Y'all going to come into the sheepfold at the last hour. Because y'all going to see the things that we were saying was truth, man. And y'all going to turn right as soon as that door of repentance finna close, man. Soon as it's finna close all the way, y'all gonna jump in. Right? Because that crack, seeking out the light right now. As soon as it's about to close and when you about to see no more light, that's when y'all gonna come in. Soon as the light start to dim. Okay, this is verse 2. A man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the transgressors shall eat violence. Con. So that's why you hear brothers out there, man, talking about how a smooth, a smooth answer turn away wrath, man. That don't mean you're supposed to be talking all soft and feminine. No, because the Lord had a voice of many waters. We understand that our voices are deep and they carry, man. It's talking about how you talk to people. You don't supposed to be out there just talking about bitch, nigga, shit, bitch, and all that shit. That's not what you're supposed to be out there doing. It's a way to go about talking to people, man, because you're supposed to be healing these people's souls. They already been hurt by the so-called white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of according to prophecy. They already been hurt, man. They already been physically abused. Our man, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man already have low self-esteem, in this kingdom. Because, they put us at the bottom of this kingdom. And they esteem this devil, the so-called white man, so high in this kingdom, man. And the rest of these heathen nations are also esteemed high. Because they made a covenant. They made a pact together. That's why they all have an inheritance, and we don't, man. Just like it say in the book of 2nd Esdras, when he let us know that all us come from Adam, but also the people that he has chosen, and all of the other nations are as a drop of a bucket, man. And and the earth was made for the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man, women and child, which make up the 12 tribes of Israel. it was made for us, and you know, basically it was saying, then why we don't have an inheritance with the world if the earth was made for us? Because this world is not for us, and we are not of this world, man. Because this world, because the word world means cosmos right there, to let you know, is an orderly arrangement of people, man. It's a kingdom. So this world right here, this kingdom is not for us, man, and it wasn't built for us. Because the earth been given into the hand of the wicked. Job 9:24. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. That's the so-called white man. He did the same thing in the Renaissance period with the Most High. You know, they made it seem like he was a pale face. Then they made his son a pale face. You know, Yahushua Mashiach, who the world Italy calls Jesus Christ. They made him a pale face, and all the prophets, man. All the judges. They made all of them pale faces, man. So that's like the biggest thing, how you know who the secret of iniquity is, man. That's the biggest thing, how you know who Esau is, the so-called white man, you know. And the scriptures let us know also in 2nd Ezra that he's going to be ruling, and that's the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning that follows, to let you know that we are the beginning of the world that's never going to end, man. That everlasting kingdom, that delicious kingdom that he promised those that love him. You know, the 1/3 women and children, and also the confusion of faces in there, and the men that's part of that, of, you know, the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American, and the 144, the house of David, man, and the confusion of faces that's in that, man, and all of them going to be men. Okay. But the soul of the transgressor shall eat violence, and that's what the transgressors eat, man. Like, you know, when we out here on these highways and byways, you see we be talking to these people, man. You know, basically, they get mad at us because we telling them the truth of the word, and we basically rebuking them and debunking their doctrine. Even though their doctrine is only John 3:16, and that's easily to be debunked. You know, they feel like that's all they need. But the scriptures clearly tell you to read it upon precept. But they can't pull a precept out to match John 3:16. You know, and they won't tell you, and they'll come at you and say that you taking the scriptures out of context. But they clearly just did that because, you know, in John 3:16, you know what I'm saying, they was clearly talking amongst, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites, man. You know, because there's two types of Gentiles, man. You got spiritual Gentiles that was taken away from out of their customs, following after all these dumb idols. You know, just like, you know, you got so-called Israel, not so-called, but you got Israelites calling themselves Greeks, calling themselves Hellenists. You know, that's the same thing going on today. You got 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, calling yourself American, man. And you got, you know, you so-called Negroes calling yourself African American. Like you come from two continents, man. Like you got two fathers. And those two people that you keep calling yourself after is Roman generals, man, so-called white men, some devils, man. They conquered the land and named it after themselves. Just like that the scriptures say they was gonna do, man. Their inward thoughts that their houses shall last forever, and that their dwelling places shall be to generation to generation. They call the lands after their names. That's the so-called white man. There you go again, man. They can't get around it. Okay, this is verse 3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that open wide his mouth shall like a wide his lips shall have destruction. So he that keepeth his life, he that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. So that means you got to learn how to bridle the tongue, man. Just like in the book of James, it speaks on bridling the tongue, man. You got to know how to contain yourself, because you got to keep thy foot when you're in the house of the Lord. That goes for us that's on the side, that's out there pushing for the Lord too. We got to keep our foot also. Just like, you know, these 2/3 of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and all these heathens that walk up to us, they supposed to keep their foot when they come to the house of the Lord. You know, well, it don't really matter about these heathens. We already know that they are the wicked, man. You know, the wicked goes astray from the womb, man. They come out the womb speaking lies, man. That's what they do. They try to debunk the truth, man. That's what they here for, to be the negative vibration on the earth, man, and we here for the positive. You know, they are the lump of clay that was fit for dishonor, and we the lump of clay that was fit for honor, man. It is what it is. It's Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's order, man. And obedience is better than sacrifice. So bump your vain opinion. Bump your wicked ass heart, man. Because it ain't about you. It ain't about me. It's about the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. And it's going to be manifest for everybody to see it, even if you can't see it now. Well, even though you should be able to see it, because these prophecies are speaking, man. He said at the end that they're going to speak. And you can clearly see it, man. All these things coming to pass. You know, race wars right there. Jacob's trouble right there. The RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, which is going to be the hour of temptation when it's pushed on the mass scale and is made mandatory, because people already got it. You see the prophecies coming to pass because it's already here, man. So they let you know what times we in. And the Lord Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, told the disciples, and told his people plenty of times, man, you supposed to watch as well as pray, man. Like I just said, measure the time diligently in theirself, man. You supposed to be a watchman in this thing. You supposed to watch the things happening, watch these prophecies come to pass, so you can know what times we are in. But he that opened his lips shall have destruction, man. So him that they can't keep his mouth when they come up to the house of the Lord, even this, and for us, that's on our side too. If we can't keep our mouths, man, and we just open it wide and blurt out stuff all the time, man, you know what I'm saying? Basically, that's destruction, man, because we got to keep up our foot, man. We also we can't be out there, you know what I'm saying, defending our people neither, because they're sheep, man. Our people are hurt, man. Just like I was saying, man, they need healing. They are going through all types of stuff, like I was saying, low self-esteem. People, they used to people telling them that they ain't shit, they ain't gonna be shit, and all that, man. So our job is to go out there and heal these people, man. Because that's our weapon, man. Our weapon is these scriptures, man. And these scriptures is the healing tool, man. This is the comforter. It's our syringe. Okay? Verse 4. Well, better yet, since I broke that scripture, before I go to verse 4, let me get this precept. Hold on. Get it right here on Facebook real quick. Bear with me, Akim. I know my phone moving kind of slow. And this one of the mass sites for the sluggers. Right here. They love to come out and spew all their wickedness on Facebook. But they don't get out there, on the highways and byways and teach this truth, man. But they always got an opinion. They always got some things to say. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 7. Go from the presence of a foolish man, when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge. And that's what you're supposed to do, man. You're supposed to get away from a foolish man. Get out of his presence, because they don't perceive the lips of knowledge. And what's the beginning of knowledge and wisdom? The fear of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to fear him, reverence him. It's easy to say that, oh yeah, y'all out there talking this and that, but y'all acting like the Torah is not in effect. It's easy to say that you act like the Torah is not in effect, But what is you doing to show that you believing in the Torah, man? Is you getting out there, showing your faith through your works? No, you just want to stay on the comic board scoffing. You just want to stay on social media, speaking your own vain opinions, spewing out your own wicked heart, man. That's what you rather do. I hope you know that every path has a destination, man. And everything you do has a reward, man. So if that's all you're going to do with your time, and just sit back and bull BS all day and talk junk, You know, that's gonna be your reward, man. You're gonna get the reward of a scorner and a scoffer. Cause that's all you are. You're not getting out there feeding Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai's sheep. You know what I'm saying? You're not going out there and teaching all that stuff that you imagine in your mind. You know, you just sitting there talking mess and talking noise. You know, you procrastinating. You being lukewarm, man. You know, you being a slugger. He said, if you be a slugger, you be basically lukewarm, man. He's gonna spew you out of his mouth, and that's probably and 9 times out of 10, he probably already spewed you out of your mouth, his mouth, and you just believe you still in the truth, cause he sent you that strong delusion. Okay, let me get back to this app. Bear with me, y'all. Phone still moving kind of slow. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 21. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. And that's what it is, man. The lips of the righteous feed many. You know what I'm saying? Just like Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua said, if you love me, feed my sheep. And that's what we out there doing, man, out there on them highways and byways, man. Bidding many back to the marriage, man. Because the bridegroom is ready. You know, the supper is ready. But we have to bid back to the marriage, you know, the 144,000 men. You know, we supposed to wake up the 1/3 women and children, and also the confusion they're facing in those, man. We got to wake them up. We got to feed many, man. You know, and out of the many, the angels going to do the reaping, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to get an increase, man. But fools die for want of wisdom, man. Yeah, fools die for the want of wisdom. You know, because a lot of them believe the shit that they already believe in. It is wisdom. That's what it is. That's why they died for the want of it, you know, because they be in all types of madness, man. Some of you guys, man, y'all believe in the Nation of Islam. Y'all believe in Jehovah wickedness. Excuse me. Y'all believe in you know what I'm saying, Egyptology. Y'all like to put all these religions that came out of the Council of Nicaea, you know, out of basically the Roman Catholic Church. Y'all like to take all them doctrines of devils and men and put them together and say that you so knowledgeable and you know everything. But that's bullshit. All that is confusion. That's Babel. What this place is called, Babylon. You know, because it's confusion. Nothing but confusion. Don't nobody know who is who. And they, you know, people do know who is who. But the main ones that play like, or the main ones that say, oh yeah, we all the same people, man. We've been mixed and mingled. The so-called white man, which is the devil, but that's a lie. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua says he has not cast away his people. To let you know that his seed is still here, man. That righteous seed is still here. Okay, I'm going to skip down to verse 32. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked speak of forwardness. See, and we, you know what I'm saying, the lips of the righteous, we know, you know what I'm saying, as man of the Lord that's out there on the highways and byways, you know what I'm saying. Us and GMS, starting from Apostle Tahar on down, all the way to the other camps that's up under the umbrella of Yahweh Yahushua, you know, we understand, you know, what's acceptable to say to our people, because we understand that they're sick. We understand that they need healing. We understand that they destroyed, man, for lack of knowledge. We understand all these things. So we're going to say what's acceptable unto our people, man, because we're trying to heal their soul. But if they buck up and scoff and start talking noise, now it's acceptable to start rebuking them, man. And yes, and rebuke can get harsh. It's supposed to be harsh because you're telling them the truth. And the truth is harsh unto them that hate the truth, man. But the mouth of the wicked speak forwardness, like 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Just like he said, his people have outwit the wicked, man. Y'all outdid the wicked. You know, we are better. You know, that's why we are the salt of the earth, man. We are better at all these other nations in doing anything, even in being wicked, man. And they are the wicked. You know, The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man, women, and child can be more wicked than the wicked. That's how you know we the salt of the earth, man. That's how you know that we are the chosen people. All the signs are there, man. It's just like up to you to want it and to wake up. You know, and it's most definitely talking about the so-called white man and the rest of these heathen nations that's outside of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. Y'all are the wicked, man, and y'all speak forwardness. And you especially see that in the so-called white man. He speaks a lot of forwardness. He don't care what he say out of his mouth. Look at this devil Donald Trump, man. The eagle-faced president that they have. You know, the flaming hot Cheeto colored motherfucker. Him. You know. He speaks a lot of forwardness. These Arabs do also, man. You go to the bar and try to get you a drink. You know, you see these you know what I'm saying? These sand niggas, man, they so prideful. That's all I'm gonna say about them. I ain't gonna keep going on and on about it. Okay, I'm back in Proverbs chapter 13, verse 4. The soul of the sluggard desireth and have nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. So the soul of the sluggard, man, he's gonna want it. He's gonna have nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like back in Proverbs chapter 10, verse 21. The lips of the righteous feed many, but the fools die for want of wisdom, man. You know, so they're gonna die and for the want of wisdom, man. Because the soul of the sluggard, they do desire and have nothing, man. You know, the man that try to make themselves rich, they're gonna have nothing, man. You know, and that's in verse 7. If you making yourself rich, you're gonna have nothing, man. You know, in the soul of the sluggard, you know, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, the ones, especially the ones that once knew this truth or know this truth, but they're not doing their father's will. He already let you know that if you know your father's will and you get out there and do it not, you're going to be beaten with many stripes. If you lukewarm, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, going to spew you out of his mouth, and he's not going to have any pleasure in your soul, man. So it would have been better for you not to even know the way of righteousness. So you're going to be destroyed, man, even though you desire. Because a lot of these sluggers, they think they're going to get the kingdom for talking junk on social media about the man that's out there working and striving. They think they're going to get a blessing for talking junk on social media about the man that's out there striving, man. They really do. And, you know what I'm saying, you got the ones that's out here that's teaching things that's contradicting the scriptures, man. But they saying this is the way it's supposed to be taught. But you could clearly see when you read the scriptures in the volume of the book, you know what I'm saying, all the beginning to the end, you know, grabbing precepts and reading it precept upon precept, you clearly see that this stuff that they talking is not true, man. Because the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai comes in the volume of the book. You know, he doesn't pick and choose like you scoffers and you sluggers do out there, man. You know, but he said that the diligent soul shall be made fat. And how the diligent soul gonna be made fat, man? Because they feed the righteous feed, you know, the righteous lips feed many, man. You know, we feed many, and when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai gave us the roll to eat, we ate it, man. And we found it as honey in our belly, man, like in Ezekiel, man. We found it sweet. And a sense of bitterness. That's why we're gonna be made fat, because we're gonna possess the kingdom, man. You know, we're gonna be made fat in the kingdom. Because we're gonna get our hearts desired. You know what I'm saying? We can't even wrap our minds around getting our hearts desired, man. Because our conditions here in this place, man, in Babylon, you know, Sodom and Egypt, man. We can't even wrap our minds around it, man, because what we're going through are conditions. But that's how you know when it tell us to come up out of her, it's not talking about, you know what I'm saying, actually leaving this place and going somewhere else. Because look at the times of old, the things written aforetime is for our learning. Look at Noah. Look at Lot. What did they flee out of the place that they was in? Did Noah flee out of the place he was in? Lot flee out of Sodom and Gomorrah? No. They stayed in the midst of that, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has saved them out of their temptation, you know what I'm saying, to show his power. That's the same thing that he's going to do in these times. Just like he did in Egypt, man. It's going to be the second Exodus. Okay. Verse 5. A righteous man hateth lying, but a wicked man is loathsome and cometh to shame. Con. You know what I'm saying? Us in Great Millstone, start from Apostle Tahar on down, and the other Akim that's out there, that's under that umbrella of Yahweh Yahushua, man, we hate of lying lips, man. We hate lying. We hate Christmas. We hate Thanksgiving. We hate, you know what I'm saying, what is called Christopher Columbus Day. You know what I'm saying? We hate all this foolishness, man, because they ain't nothing but lies and deceit. Because Christopher Columbus did not found this land over here, man. That is a lie. You know, it ain't no damn Santa Claus. You know, and the Lord, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who the world Italy calls Jesus Christ, wasn't born on no damn Christmas. You know, we hate these lies, man. We hate all this foolishness and what you scoffers and scorners say about us, man, that we rapists and all this stuff, man. So forth and so on, man. All these evil accusations that these people come up with, these evil imaginations, and this stuff that they spew out their heart, that's cruelty. You know, we hate of all that lying that these people come up with. Okay, but a wicked man is loathsome and cometh to shame, because y'all gonna just, you know what I'm saying, drown in your folly, man. You know, y'all don't care because y'all feel like what y'all already believe in is it, man. You know, and the wicked is talking, you know, is already talking about the so-called white man and the rest of these heathen nations, because they are the wicked. But 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, y'all are right along with your father, the so-called white man, which is the devil, man. And y'all of y'all father, the devil. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end it with that, man. And I pray and hope that this lesson was edifying. With that, call Halayim Law, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, Ma Amoth. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to the Akim out there around the four corners of the earth preaching this truth and sincerity, and the few Atwafiyam that follow after their husbands, and the children that also believing in the name of Yahweh Shah, man. Shalom to the sincere, and death to America, man.